Mr. Speaker, this government's mismanagement of forestry is impacting other industries. In the Twin Flower Creek watershed that surrounds Big Creek Ranch, the Forest Practices Board recommended that a hydrological assessment be done before any further logging begins. Yet the Liberals are ignoring these recommendations, and logging is about to start up again. To the Minister for Forest and Lands, will he stop mismanaging our resources and commit to conducting a proper hydrological study of this area before more logging begins?
The Premier of British Columbia.
Mr. Speaker, we have all sat here for about 15 minutes and listened to the members opposite get up again and again and again and say they want to see the plan. They want to know where the government's going. They want to know why government isn't spending more money. So I think it's important, Mr. Speaker, that we ask the opposition some questions today. I think it's important that we find out exactly where it is that they have their plan.
It's your time, members. Continue, Premier.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm delighted that after a year in office I can still elicit such excitement from the members opposite. Because here's the thing, Mr. Speaker. The NDP are promising $6.5 billion in new spending. And they say that they produced a budget in anticipation of a possible fall election. But they are hiding that budget from British Columbians. They won't produce that budget, even though they have it somewhere hidden in the Leader of the Opposition's office, perhaps. Perhaps it's in a filing cabinet, waiting to be pulled out at just the right moment, now that he's got it cooked up. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to find out from the members opposite. We want to see that plan, because you know what? They're going to see our plan in about 10 minutes. And you can't have a debate about a budget in British Columbia when only one side of the House will come clean.
The member has supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So the Forest Minister decided to dodge responsibility for my question. The Premier decided to showboat in the House because she's got an audience. Let's hope that the Minister for Agriculture has an answer for BC ranchers and farmers. Yeah. For more than a century, a creek ran through the lands of Big Creek Ranch, until last year when the creek ran dry. Now, the rancher is forced to truck in 1,500 gallons of water a day for his 150 head of cattle. It's not hard to see that the water needs of farmers and ranchers come last with the BC Liberals. Will the Minister of Agriculture stand up for ranchers in BC and comply with the Forest Practices Board recommendation to bring a dispute resolution mechanism in place so ranchers have somewhere to turn when this government abandons them yet again?
Premier.
Mr. Speaker, I think it's fair to say We know what ranchers and farmers want in British Columbia. They want to know that they will have a government that will control spending as opposed to one that will raise taxes. They want a government that will tell them what they intend to do with their money as opposed to hide their agenda from the public. They want a government that is going to make sure that we are managing tax dollars prudently. They want to know they have a responsible government, one that's looking after their tax dollars. They want to know the one that's not taking risks with their money and hiding their agenda from the